Hello, and welcome back to another episode of the SMT podcast. Welcome back, guys.
Welcome. How's everybody doing?
I'm Shadae.
I'm Monty.
And I am TK.
So we are in a thankful mood.
Very thankful.
Because it is Thanksgiving.
Yes.
And we've been talking about gratefulness, so this is a perfect time to talk about gratefulness.
Mm-hmm.
So how are you guys feeling?
That's the word of the day.
Yeah.
Gratefulness.
I'm feeling full from Thanksgiving. So I will be creating a vision to lose the body fat that I probably gained and make sure my arteries are clear. So that's probably going to be my goals going forward for the next couple of days.
Okay.
I am just grateful to be here with these guys. Had a great Thanksgiving, and I hope that you guys had a great Thanksgiving too. And I am ready to get into this.
Yes.
And work off this turkey.
Yes. Let's do that. So because of COVID, I know last year may have looked very different for a lot of people, but I am thankful that we can be in the same room together, sitting together as friends, co-workers, and spending some time together. So, yeah, today's episode, we are going to be focusing on creating a clear vision. Mm-hmm. So let's stew on that a little bit. And I'm going to go straight into
Shade's space.
How about that bomb you dropped?
Yeah.
The very first Shade's space. So last episode, if you remember, at the end, I kind of slid in a comment in there that now needs to be unraveled, clarified. So we were talking about our goals, and I said, be careful who you tell your goals to. And I think it's very simple, but we can talk about it. So when I say be careful who you tell your goals to, I'm talking about who, not naysayers, not haters, those people we don't really focus on. What I'm talking about is your support system, whether it be personal or professional. You want to be careful who you're telling your goals to, because some people may not be able to see your vision. They might want the best for you, but they might not have any experience with what you're talking about, what your goals are. So you want to tell your goals to people who have experience in that field, or people who have been through what you're currently going through. So you want to tell people that you trust, people that can actually give you guidance, advice, or just listen to you without judgment. And that's all I meant by that. So that is my little tidbit for today. What do you guys think?
You, me.
Ebony and Ivory, baby.
Yeah, I 100% agree. Not everyone needs to know what your plans are, and everyone needs to know what you're doing and your goals and your visions, because yeah, you're gonna have some people who may not understand it, right? Especially like sometimes parents, right? Like the Will Smith song, "Parents Just Don't Understand," right? Sometimes you can tell your parents hate something and they're like, "What? That's crazy outlandish." There might be the biggest support system in the world, but they might think your goals or your dreams might be kind of outlandish to them, right? So find those people who are gonna support you. And yeah, tell your goals, even if it's a naysayer per se, tell the people who it affects, right? If you're married, boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever it is, that goal may affect that person's life, right? Because if my goal is to, what we always use, the bodybuilder, my goal is to go bodybuilding and that's what I want to do, that's 2 hours maybe out of the day I'm now taking away from my spouse or girlfriend to go to the gym, right? My diet is now changing. So maybe me and my girlfriend used to like to eat pizza and greasy food, burgers all the time. Now I'm like, no, we got to eat broccoli and grilled chicken. And now my diet has changed. It's affecting her. So yeah, tell the people it's affecting, and definitely tell the people who you know are going to support you.
I agree. I totally agree with that. When you're creating a clear vision, and you're getting rooted down into your goals, you need to know where you're going to go. Yep. So I have an acronym here that's going to help you have a clearer vision in determining your goals. So what we're going to do is go right into the C. You have a choice to succeed and to create a clear vision. Believe it or not, I think sometimes we mug up our vision. We have distractions. That's what make your vision not so clear, especially when you're trying to be on the path of success and greatness, like we like to call it here. Being on that path of greatness, you do have a choice. You just have to make sure that you're choosing a clear choice. The next letter is A. Shadae and Monty here, we all sat down and talked about this, and I said that A was ask, and she made a good point. It's okay to ask people to help you create a clear vision. That's okay. Be selective who you choose, as Shadae said in Shadea's space, which is perfect, wonderful information that we received there. But also to make sure that you ask a subject matter expert. She blew my mind when she said that, because I didn't think of that. We often want to ask our parents, our friends, and that's okay. But there are people out there that works in this wheelhouse of helping you create a clear vision, defining your goals, your why, and all that. So make sure you ask a subject matter expert. The next letter is C, cherish. Basically, once you have that clear vision and you have it implemented, cherish what you have done. Now that you have that clear vision, cherish that clearness that you see, avoiding those obstacles, and continue to move forward. And the last word is B. It is vital that you see things clearly to get to where you want to be successful in life. And that is the acronym for the day.
Yes.
I dig it.
I have a question.
Yes.
What if there is someone in your life that you talk to all the time about your goals and your visions, but they want to give you a conflicting point of view? You tell them your goal, and they tell you that, I don't really think that's what you should be doing. I don't really see you doing that, or maybe that's not the right path for you.
Been there before.
What do you do in that situation? I've been in that situation a lot in the military, and I can tell you guys how I navigate that, but what do you guys think?
I think that I'll take it. I'll start off and take this. I think that who gives a damn? We're going to have a swear jar here, and I guess I'm going to be the first one to put something into it.
I thought I would be the first one.
Who cares? And the reason why I say that who cares is basically we talked about your why.
Yep.
We talked about defining your goals. Your why is supposed to be what? You. So if you know where you want to be, you have that vision, you're going to create a vision board, and I think Monty's going to talk about that here. Yep. He's going to touch on that. You know where you need to go, so why care about what that person thinks or what their opinion of where you should go might be? It's okay to take it, but you don't have to utilize it. You don't have to put it into action. Be like, okay, cool, and then go about your business. So I mean, that's how I would handle it.
For sure.
I wouldn't care.
And I'm different, so I personally like it, right? I like conflicting views. I'm just that kind of person. I see everything kind of 50-50, which sometimes makes it hard for me to make decisions, but that's a whole different conversation. But I do like a different perspective, right? Because maybe it could be a blind spot. Maybe I'm like, oh, I'm 5'5", 5'6", maybe on a good day. If I'm like, hey, I'm on the basketball team. I'm joining the basketball team. I'm gonna be there for sure. Someone might sit me down and go, listen, you're 5'5". Let's be realistic with this vision of yours, right? And that's what we got to do. We got to be realistic with our visions, just like we are with our goals. That SMART acronym. So sometimes that conflicting thing might open your eyes and go, I didn't think about it that way, or I didn't see that, or maybe that's something I have to work on, right? They might say, hey, I want to start a podcast, And it's like, ooh, I don't know if you have the voice for that. Ooh, I don't know if you have the organization skills for that. Or I don't know if you have enough time on your hands. And then maybe you wasn't thinking about those things, and now you're sitting there going, right? Maybe I don't have the voice. Maybe I have to work on that. That doesn't stop your vision, doesn't stop that goal.
Mm-hmm.
Now you're just looking at it from a different perspective, saying, maybe that's something I have to work on. That's something I wasn't aware of, right? Or maybe you have an accent, right? Or a thick accent. Or for me, I have big lips, so sometimes I'll mess up every so often. So that's something I have to think about. Oh, if I'm going to do a podcast, I got to make sure I'm pronunciating my words correctly and I'm being clearly heard and not mumbling, right? So I'm okay with conflicting stuff, personally. I take it as constructive criticism in a sense.
Well, let's compromise on this.
Yeah.
So I think you need to have a little bit of both, right?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I'm glad you said that because I didn't see that. Yeah, you do take that in. It's good to have that, but also too, it's you have to be selective with it, right?
For sure.
You have to be very selective with it. There's some people out there that have, your best intentions in their mind. They want you to succeed, but don't let that stop you.
Oh, for sure.
Like, look at, we want to talk, we start talking about basketball here. Look at Bugsy Mogs.
Yes.
5'5".
Yeah, Nate Robinson.
In the NBA.
Yep.
Yeah. And what people probably told them, no, you're not tall enough.
Yep.
You have to be 6'2" or taller to play basketball. No, they had a clear vision. They know what they needed to get to. They probably had a plan. They worked their butt off, obviously.
For sure.
I think you use both.
Yeah.
Be selective.
Yeah.
I think so too.
And then my personality type too is I'm a chip on the shoulder kind of person. So I kind of like the naysayers. Because it gives me more
juice.
It gives me more juice. It puts a little more battery in my charge, right?
Yeah.
So I usually will go, cool. Tell me I'm the smallest guy. Tell me I'm the slowest guy. Tell me I'm the weakest guy. Tell me those things, and I'll prove you wrong. That's just my personality type. Not everyone's the same.
Yeah.
So yes, you want to get some, criticism in a sense, but at the same time, it's depending on who's it from, right? And what is it, constructive or not constructive? Is this person telling you, nope, can't do it, not possible, or this person being realistic with you?
Yeah.
Are they saying, hey, Monty, you need to work on X, Y, and Z, or hey, Monty, this path that you're choosing is a difficult one. Have you thought about all the obstacles in your way? And now that's opening your mind. Now you're like, ooh, now I didn't think about those things.
Yeah.
Now if they're just saying you can't do it, it's impossible, then yeah, don't listen to those people for sure. But if mom, dad, brother, sister, significant other is sitting there going, listen, I think it's a hard choice and you have to think about X, Y, and Z, then that's okay. Think about those X, Y's, and Z, right? Think about those paths and going, okay, maybe I didn't think about it that way. Constructive criticism is okay. Yes, you definitely want constructive. That's the most important thing, constructive criticism.
Yeah.
And you definitely want that support.
Just like Shadae, you said it earlier about being selective of who you share your goals with.
Yes.
It's the same thing, be selective of people. You trust them with your goals, so therefore you probably trust them with helping you create that vision.
I was gonna come back to our topic for today, creating a clear vision. I'm in the middle. I think when you go to someone for advice or for just an ear to hear out your goals and your vision, you've already started the work internally. So your goals that you've defined, you're supposed to go ahead and look at alternate routes to take. You're supposed to look at all the possibilities that could go wrong. I know we're going to talk about that later, some trial and error, stuff like that. But in the beginning, when you are defining your goal, you want to consider, hey, this may not be my wheelhouse. Hey, this or that. So you begin with having those in mind. And so when you go to talk to someone, I already kind of know, limitations, roadblocks that could come up, but I will hear your perspective because I find you to be a subject matter expert or somebody that I trust.
That's the important
so you
part.
can take it or not take it, but you've already done your work.
Yeah, and that's the important part, like you said, the subject matter expert, because that individual or individuals, if you're asking a team, are going to give you what the pitfalls are, what the hurdles are, what are the things that you might come up against, right? Where if I ask a total stranger about podcast, they don't know anything to begin with. They're just like, I don't know, you sound good, your voice is good, so yeah, right? Where if someone who's done podcasting for years would be like, have you thought about equipment? Have you thought about time? Have you thought about scripts? Have you thought about content? Have you thought about how you're going to push out content? Now they're thinking about bigger things, and you're like, oh, I just wanted to talk on a microphone. Now I didn't realize all the other stuff. And now your vision becomes clearer in a sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, perfect. I like how you broke that down.
Yeah.
I think, I love this topic because all of our topics so far have tied into each other. Creating a clear vision, defining your goals, understanding your why. Every topic is kind of just like, you going over and over. It's kind of like a circle in a way. Whatever you want to do in life, whatever you want to accomplish in life, you have to go through these steps to get there. And the most successful people are they're disciplined.
Yeah.
They planned out their goals. They defined those goals. They understood their why is about me. It's about you, and they pretty much ultimately achieve success where they want it to be. And having that clear vision is what makes it that much more sweet.
And I know we were talking about what the idea of a vision is.
Versus
right?
a goal.
Yeah,
versus
a goal. And so for me, I go about it from an imagination standpoint. If I can close my eyes and picture myself in the beginning of this journey, in the middle, and the end, and I feel joy, I get passionate, and I'm happy with what it looks like after I've done all these mini goals, then my vision is clear to me because I can imagine it, I can see it. And people talk about aiming for the sky versus aiming for the trees. You don't want to aim just for the trees, you want to aim for the sky. So if you do fall, you still fall kind of on a treetop instead of back to ground zero. So don't be afraid to really let your vision soar. Don't be afraid to think big. Even with being realistic, being logical, making your goals smart, you can still push yourself.
I agree.
And, kind of fine tune as you go.
Yeah.
I like how you said that. When your vision is clear, you can those trees are your obstacles. And now that you have that clear vision, you set that path, you can dodge those trees and get above the treetops and get to where you want to be.
Yeah.
I totally agree.
Yeah, the main difference to me is the vision is the bigger picture, right? It's the end result, right? It's the, hey, I want 3 kids and a white picket fence. That's my vision, right? That might not be your goal today, but that might be your end result. That's what you want. Or, hey, I want to be in love. That's my vision. Cool. Not your goal today, again, right? Goals are usually more time specific, where visions are more, where is my end at, right?
Yeah.
What do I want for my life? What do I want my life's meaning or my life's work to be, right? When they put the dirt on your casket, that's your vision. Okay, hey, what is my loved ones feeling about me? What did I impact on the world? That kind of stuff. That's more of a vision. Your goals are just, hey,
Big.
yeah, visions. If your goal could be, like I said, could be, I'm just making it to the day, right? I'm just making it to lunch. That's a goal, right?
It's a goal.
Hey, it's a goal.
Yeah.
Small goal, but a goal nonetheless, right? Hey, I'm just gonna knock out these assignments if it's school, let's say. That's a goal. Your vision is the master's degree. The goal is the class, right? So it's a little different. That's the way I look at it, at least.
I think we talked about this, and I think I got a question for both of you and the viewers here.
Yes.
It's just not us talking. We want you to actually comment down in the section below and tell us how you create a clear vision and how we can help you create a clear vision. But my question is do we create vision boards or do we write that down? How do we create that vision? We know how to, we talked about all this, but what do we use? What tools can we use, right? To get to this clear vision?
Yeah, there are endless amounts of tools that you can use.
What has worked for you guys?
Me, I write it down. And I do vision boards. I love vision boards. I was telling you guys how I did a whole vision board, like with everything that I wanted for 2020. And that vision board is null and void. I don't even think, I think maybe one or two things happened on that vision board. And those were just
so you
eating
threw the
a little
vision
bit
board
better.
away.
The vision board is out the door.
Well, you
2020 was a rough year.
2020
For a lot of us.
pretty much exploded in my face, you know, from relationships, you know, finances. A lot of things were flipped on their heads for 2020. But I realized that that's gonna happen.
life.
Yes.
Right? Life happens. So as we sit here and we go through all these steps and give each other all these tools, you got to remember that it's subject to life.
Subject to change.
To life. Yeah.
Right?
Subject to change, yeah.
Yeah, I like that.
And if it changes, guess what? You can adjust it.
Right.
We are evolving. Life is complex. So make sure that even though you have these visions, don't be so hard on yourself. Be hard on yourself to stick to your goals and your discipline when you're organizing your life. But don't be so hard on yourself when the results don't always match you know what you're doing, because life happens.
And vision boards or journaling or word associations, it's whatever it is up to you, right? Whatever makes the most logical sense to you. I've done vision boards because I'm a visual learner or visual person, but it depends on what exactly I'm visualizing, right? If it's me visualizing to be a better person, it's hard to put that in the picture for me, right? So for me, it's word association. I think we talked about this earlier or maybe the other day. I have a refrigerator. On my refrigerator, I have word association. So I have my goal in blue, and then orange is my word that I associate with it, like kind of mini goals in a sense of how to accomplish said goal. I couldn't really put that in a vision board. It wouldn't work. Just to me, it wouldn't. Now, if it's like we always talk about bodybuilding, if that's it, I can put a picture of Arnold Schwarzenegger or Sylvester Stallone, like Rambo, and I can be like, that's what I want to look like. Or I can put a picture of a Ferrari if I want a Ferrari, or whatever, like Xbox if I want an Xbox, whatever it is. That's totally okay, because that's an easy vision to understand and see. But again, it all depends upon you. Some people like to journal, some people like word association, some people like vision boards, some people just have it on their phone, some people do audio. It's whatever works for you. Everyone's a little different.
Right. You have to create your blueprint.
Yes.
You have to create your blueprint. As much as we want to help, we can't create it for you, but we can give you the tools to get there.
Yeah.
We're working on our own blueprints too here. That's what SMT is about, is, you know, staying motivated together. It's a beautiful name because we want people like you, like us, to inspire others to go ahead and capture their goals and their dreams effectively.
Yeah.
And my vision board be down here somewhere. Just want to let you guys know so you can see I ain't lying.
We'll put a picture up and show that vision board, but it's a pretty neat vision board. We have a group chat, obviously. We love each other, so we talk to each other. And you put that in the chat, I think last night, or last night.
I think it was last night, I think.
Yeah.
And it had your main goals, blue, and it had those subtasks to get to that main goal, orange. And it was very organized, which we're going to talk about on the next episode.
Very New York colors, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah, New York colors.
Yes.
Yeah, I
sure.
like that. But if you guys out there have something that you do for your vision, or if you want to take any of our ideas, just comment that below, share that with us. Maybe, you know, you like to vlog your vision, you know, you sit down in front of a camera and kind of talk to yourself and say, hey, this is what I want to do. Share that with us. I'm excited to see that. And if you have vision boards that you've done, send us pictures of those. Right? Even if you're just starting your vision board now, your vision board doesn't have to be the beginning of the year. It's whenever that vision becomes clear to you.
Exactly.
And you can associate visual elements or whatever to that, then you put them down. But yeah, I want to hear from you guys.
Oh yeah, especially on Instagram, right?
Yes.
It's SMT_podcast.
Yes.
At SMT_podcast. Yes. Make sure you go over there and give us a follow. And get your friends and family to follow too if they're into content like this and they want to be better people. We don't want you to follow just to follow. We don't want you to subscribe just to subscribe. But if you want to help yourself, invest in yourself, invest in you, and help us as well, go ahead and subscribe and go over to our Instagram page.
I'll be very interested in seeing some people's vision boards.
Oh yeah.
I might rate them. We'll see. I'll let you know. I'll let you know how cool or how I like it. Maybe it doesn't work for me. I'll let you know.
And don't be shy.
Yeah.
Your vision board is your vision board. Your success is your success. Your goals is your goals.
Yes.
Your why is your why. It's
For sure.
all about you. Who cares what others think? Don't let that stop you from being the best you each and every day.
For sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
Why don't we share one vision that you're okay with sharing with each other?
Mm-hmm.
Something out there that you can see clearly for yourself.
I'll take this one first. So I try. And you're not wrong if you have visions of grandeur, right? That's okay. Like, hey, I try to not keep my visions materialistic. I try not to, because materials come and go, right? I can say I want a 3-story mansion, but that may or may not happen, right? Life sometimes takes a turn. So I try to keep my visions more interpersonal, right? For myself. So for me, my vision of my life is to live in abundance. Now, it's abundance of love, abundance of finances. I would love for my pockets to be able to be full to the point where I can bless others with it.
Nice.
So that's my vision, right? That doesn't talk about what car I'm driving, doesn't talk about the home I'm living in, doesn't talk about anything like that. Doesn't even talk about if I'm with a spouse or not a spouse, relationships, doesn't talk about anything like that. Just strictly talk about I want to live in abundance of love and be able to share that love and be able to reward people around me.
That is so sweet.
I got a sweet side of me.
Yeah, he acts tough, but he's a big teddy bear.
A little teddy bear.
I think my vision is going to be easy. My vision right now at this moment is to see this YouTube channel and our podcast succeed. Because if we succeed here, we're succeeding in helping you guys out there. And I'm all about bringing people together. I think that it's easier when you're working together to accomplish your goals and your dreams and your tasks. And what I see right now is an SMT community out there. Everybody listening to the podcast, I'm very stoked about that, and that's my vision, is to see us succeed and you guys succeed.
Oh, for sure.
I like that.
For sure.
You guys both talked in your visions about, other people and helping.
Uh-oh, is this about to go?
And
I won't.
I feel like my vision now, it's still my vision, right?
Still
so hear me
vision.
out.
Still your vision. I won't naysay your vision.
We'll judge later.
So you guys know Serena Williams, right?
Yes.
Oh man.
Okay. Body goals.
Hey.
Right?
Cat suit.
Right?
Yeah.
That is my vision.
That girl.
For my fitness journey.
That's my vision for my vision. I want to look like
that.
Guys, I want to look like Serena Williams. I want to be strong. And I'm strong now, but I want to tone my muscles. I want to strengthen my I want the ham hocks.
Yeah.
Okay? I'm trying to be walking around here just shaking the earth, and see, that gets me excited.
Yeah.
So that's kind of where I see myself, and that's how I am planning, my mini goals to start building that.
To get up there
body.
To where you need to be.
If I don't get to that, that's okay. But if I'm anywhere close, y'all can't talk to me no more after that. Who is who? Oh, Terrell? I don't know what Terrell. I'm sorry.
You're going to just forget everybody out there we just talked about.
First mini goal, buy the cat suit.
Right.
Second mini goal, Phil said cat suit.
Learn how to play tennis.
That's awesome.
I like how you did that though. Like, you know, our goals are about like other people and other things, but you know, it can be about you too. Why not? You know, why not? It's supposed to be about you.
For sure.
It's your life. Yeah, you have people in your life, but they're going to come and go, unfortunately.
Yes.
And at the end of the day, it's your life. It feels like life feels weird, and everybody probably feels this way. It feels like life is about you. If you like take a step out of your body, it feels like you're the movie, right? It's like you're going through life, and everybody else is just playing in the movie. Yeah, that's true. It is.
You're the star of your own movie. Yes.
Yep, you are the star of your own movie, and that's what I like about life.
For sure.
And that's just, you know, my body goals is just one facet of my goals. I have so many other goals that need to align, you know?
Yes.
But yes. I will look like Serena Williams.
You know, I got a question though before we close this up.
Go ahead.
Yeah. We talked about creating clear and precise goals and stuff after you defined them and stuff. But what about relationships?
Yes. Super important. That's what I was going to kind of hit on. She made me think of something. So when dating, when going through the dating process, it's important to figure out each other's visions, right? If your vision is to have children and this other person's vision is not, that's a hurdle, right? You now have to either compromise, talk about it, or maybe go your separate ways, right? If that is your vision, that is what you are striving for, and this other person may not be the same vision, then hey, that might not align, right? And speaking of that too, is you can have multiple visions, right? You can have a vision where you're a world-class bodybuilder, or you look like Serena Williams, right? And you can still have 3 kids if that's what your vision is, right? Or you can still have a vision that your spouse is doing what he or she likes. So like for me, for example, I've told this guy in the past, when I get in relationships, I usually take on the other person's vision. That's just the kind of personality I have. So if my girlfriend or spouse's goal is to be a millionaire, then I'm gonna support and push it, and I'm gonna be on top of this individual. Like, yo, we're gonna do this. I'm gonna go buy this. I'm gonna make this happen. And all of a sudden, I didn't realize my vision done changed, right? Now I'm like, oh, Monty stuff is to the side, and whoever I'm with, this is the most important thing now. Not to say that's a negative. Not to say it's negative. It's totally okay to support your spouse, boyfriend, girlfriend, significant other. It's totally okay to do those things. Make sure you're also having time for you, right? Your own vision. Be able to create your own vision as well, because things done change, like we just said, right? They done change. People leave, things occur, life happens. And if you're just adopting someone else's vision and that something changes, you're left visionless and you're kind of going back to square one.
I think it's important to understand each other's vision in a relationship we're talking about here in the beginning, not the middle, not the end.
Definitely not the end.
Because gets really hard the further along you get, and then you're trying to bring it all back together, but you've been going apart the whole way through. And then now you're looking at a divorce decree and all that, which is nothing wrong with that, because people grow apart. Honestly, but it is what it is.
I think another important thing too is have those morning affirmations, right? We wake up on the grind. Work is, kids are waking up, kids are yelling, things happen, and your vision's lost at that point. So wake up a little early, right? I know you do it. I know I do it. Sure.
Oh, you know I do.
You do it, right? So we all do it. We all wake up a little early, and we all give yourself that morning affirmation, like, hey, this is my vision. I'm continuing my vision. I'm continuing my goal. These are my goals for the day. So make sure you guys are doing that too. Wake up a little early and repeat those goals and visions to yourself. Make sure you're following that creed. 'Cause that's what it is. It's a creed for you.
It's worth it. It's worth it.
For sure.
All right, guys, we are going to have to sign off. As much as we love you guys, we have to say goodbye. we have kids and stuff to take care of and other personal things to take care of. But
Yes.
while we are away, we want you to do homework, obviously. We are more than just a motivational channel. We want you to actually implement the tools that we're giving you in your life in some shape, form, or fashion. Don't just sit here and feel good about it and laugh and giggle with us. Work internally on you. Invest in you. So without further ado, we're gonna go ahead and get out of here. If y'all don't have anything else to add.
Quick plug, like I said, Mel Robbins, The High Five Habit. Check it out, good book. High five yourself in the morning and get ready for the day. Check it out. It's a good read.
What you got, Shadae?
Stay motivated, guys.
All right. So we're gonna go ahead and leave you guys. Stay blessed, stay motivated, but most importantly, stay together. We're out.
Bye.
Serena Williams. Serena Williams.